Hey guys, Paradox here, and we're gonna be doing this again. So this time it's my alchemy themed deck. Let's see. What can I do with those? Oh, that could be good. No. No. Well, here's what I'll do. Oh. Actually... I'll just do this anyway. So I guess I'll talk about like this deck while he's kind of doing that. So like I said, it's based off alchemy. Mostly the idea of making something become something else, like making regular metals into gold. So the main focus of this deck is actually the spells and traps. There's two sets. There's transmute spells, which make a permanent change to a card on the field. And then there's polymorphs, which turn monsters into other monsters temporarily. But the monsters for the deck itself, the alchemists, are more support cards for the spells and traps. Like right here, transmute strength. It allows me to change two monsters' attack or defense with each other. In this case, I'm switching their attack, so now I have 26 and he has 13. And that change is permanent. I don't know why people always get this, like, target 2 monsters on the field, switch those targets' attack or defense. These guys switch their attack, so this guy should now have 13. So I just turned a level 4 monster into a 26, 19, so that's pretty good. Oh, what's this thing do when destroyed? Oh, that's not too bad, it just adds cards to his hand. So yeah, I'm gonna hope he summons something so I can use my polymorph wolf, which I can then use to fusion summon alchemic beast Orthrus, which these are really the main monsters, the fusions. I thought, so I guess I'll go into like where I got the idea for the deck. For those of you that play Magic, turn into a frog. For those of you that don't, I'll explain what turn into a frog is. It's a card that what it does is destroys a monster on the field and replaces it with a frog token, which is basically how these polymorphs work, except they only last until the end of that turn. Oh, perfect, I needed a second one. Because now I can use my Beast Tamer to fusion summon. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna activate both polymorph wolves. In that case, I'm gonna have to get clever. Well then, I'll switch these guys' position. And what can I do with what I have a goat. So I could try to get my manticore, or not my manticore, my chimera. Sphinx. That's the only thing I can do with a goat. I guess I'm gonna have to... Alright. I'll have to add something then. Let's see. Anyway, I guess I'll have to go with, let's see, goat, dragon, and lion. What's this do? What's the lion do? I'll add dragon to my hand. does Goat do anything for me? Yeah, I don't want to have to banish him, actually, so I'll just let it be what it is. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I'll activate a Polymorph Wolf on Cullen, and because I'm lazy, I'm just going to use the card for the token. And I'll use Agent's Effect. I contribute it to special summon. Negate, and if you do, banish the monster face down. What's the point of banishing it face down? I don't even think you can. Let me try something. Nope, I don't see an option to banish it face down for some reason. Well, I guess I'm just stuck with this thing. There is literally nothing I can do. Oh my god, I just had a great idea. Completely forgot he could do this, so I'm going to banish Transmute Sorcery to special summon Cullen back to the field. And that won't work, because this thing is stupid and immune to everything. I mean, I'm fine if you want to make something, like, immune to spell and trap cards, but, I mean, you can also negate monster effects whenever you want, and it has a huge attack, so, like, really? I mean, I get it's a high-level monster and all, but I feel like that, just saying, hey, there's basically nothing you can do. I guess this could help. I can't remember why I made this card a trap, but there was a reason. Like, there's a very specific situation I had in mind where I wanted this to be a trap for. No. Ha, now I have one of your good cards, and you have Transmute Replica, which can really just act as any spell or trap you want. I win. Anyway. What's the point of making them all machines? I mean, you literally have nothing on your field right now that activates if your opponent has machine-type monsters. And honestly, it doesn't even affect me that much. It just means I can't summon these 3 monsters, which aren't even that good. Well, I officially have everything I need, I think. Let's see. Lion, dragon, scorpion. Nope. Goat, lion, dragon. What can I do that's just 2 monsters? Dragon token, plus one or more reptiles. No. Falcon and Lion. I don't have either of those. Don't have wolves. Lion, Falcon. And that's it. So there's nothing I can do. Now, if that thing wasn't on the field, I could summon something, but who cares? I mean, I don't have anything, I think, that's strong enough to... Nope, I do. I have one thing that's strong enough to kill it. But it's too hard to summon unless my opponent actually has multiple monsters on the field that aren't ridiculous. Yeah, there is literally nothing I can do. I mean, you want to see what I can do? I can do this, watch. I can activate Transmute Glass. So that I have this in the graveyard so that I can summon him again to protect me, but that's literally it. I mean, this guy's basically made. And the worst part is, this is a boss from a video game. Shouldn't it have some kind of video game style weakness? Like, if I attack it with a certain type of monster, then it dies automatically, or something? I mean, if you're gonna go with the video game theme, you have to... I mean, really, there's nothing about his effect has any flavor or text to it. And I lose. I can't use Transmute ability, and I have no spells or traps in the graveyard. Well, that was disappointing. No, it wasn't, you liar. Let's go over what's in the deck that would have been amazing to actually see work. So we've got 3 copies of Alchemist, Merlin, level 8, light, spellcaster, 2932. During the end phase, if you have not played a Transmute or Polymorph card this turn, you can special summon this card from the hand. While this card is on the field, tokens summoned by the effect of Polymorph cards are not destroyed during the end phase. Alchemic Beast monsters are not returned to the extra deck during the end phase, and monsters banished by Polymorph cards are not returned to the field, except Alchemist and Alchemic Beast monsters. So, I mean, this guy's kind of the idea of going from alchemy to real magic, because, you know, with these guys it's just temporary science, but with him it's like, nope, I created life out of nothing. Anyway, so then we've got Augustus, Light, Spellcaster, level 6, 2419. You saw him. You can add one transmute spell. Well, you didn't see him, he was in my hand. You can add one transmute spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can banish one transmute spell or trap card from your graveyard. This card can use the banished card's effect as its own once this turn. You can only use one effect of Alchemist Augustus per turn and only once that turn. By the way, the capitalizations on these guys for their names, like here AU is capitalized instead of just the A, that one's for gold specifically. I don't remember what all of them were, I had to look it up. For this one, the M and the N or something, I don't remember what. This guy, I couldn't find one, so I just say, hey, the B is boron, but whatever. Beast Tamer you saw, level 4, Light, Spellcaster, 1319. You can add one polymorph spell or trap card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can special summon one alchemic beast fusion monster from your extra deck by tributing the listed fusion material monsters from either player's side of the field. This counts as a fusion summon. You can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn, blah blah blah. Flamel, which is a reference to a famous alchemist. Level 4 light, I think they're all light, actually. 1722, once per turn you can add a transmute tier from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can discard a transmute or polymorph to negate its destruction. Cullen you saw. He gains 300 attack for each transmute and polymorph card you play during your turn until the end phase, well, until your opponent's next end phase. And you saw him use this effect a lot. You can banish your transmute or polymorph from your graveyard to special summon to special summon him from the graveyard. Alchemist Agent, level 4, 1000 to 2000. If you sort of saw me using him, it got negated. If you activated a transmute or polymorph this turn, you contribute this card special summon an alchemist from your deck or one alchemic beast from your extra deck. It is not returned to the extra deck during the end phase. Then I've just got 2 summoner monks, whatever. Anyway, we've got Polymorph Lion, so for this one I'm going to go over the basics of what the polymorphs do, and then for the rest I'm just going to say their individual effects. So basically what it does is you banish a card on the field and you special summon the token. This guy would be a Lion token, Beast, Earth, 7, 23, 1750. If it's a spell, they summon an attack. If it's a trap, they summon in defense. It summons to the controller of the banished monster, so you don't necessarily get it. They can't be tributed for the tribute or special summon of a monster except a fusion monster. Now we'll go into this guy's, and during the end phase they get destroyed if they're still on the field and your opponent gets their monster back, or you get your monster back. It depends on whose monster you just banished. Anyway, this guy's special, unique effect is that it gains 500 attack if it declares an attack, but unless that attack fails. Then we've got Dragon. During the battle phase, inflict 500 damage to each player each time a monster on their side of the field is destroyed. Falcon can attack directly unless your opponent controls a winged beast type or wind attribute monster. And it can only be attacked by those type of monsters. And by the way, that's a reference to magic. Monsters with flying can attack monsters with flying and can only be blocked by monsters with flying and reach. Snake, if this card is attacked or attacks, inflict 100 damage to your opponent and negate the attack, or pay 100 life points to negate the attack targeting this card. Wolf gains 100 attack for each beast type monster on the field. Fish, yeah, it's a fish. It cannot attack, and if it is attacked, your opponent takes 100 damage. Scorpion, during the main phase 2, the controller of this card takes 100 damage. Goat, if it's destroyed, both players take 200 damage. And Horse, wait, that reminds me, aren't I missing something? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's weird. I thought I made a centaur. Anyway. Horse. If an attack is declared involving this card, you can negate the attack. This card gains 100 defense. Then we'll go into the transmutes. Class just lets you change the type or attribute of a monster. Replica, you can treat this as any spell and trap. Ability lets you swap the effects of monsters, and Beast is basically polymerization for alchemic beasts. Transmute sorcery changes a spell or trap your opponent activates to just destroy one card you control. Strength lets you swap the attack or defense of 2 monsters, and Card lets you just change cards from your hand with an opponent. So that's basically it. If you guys liked this, which I doubt you did since I did terribly, but usually I do way better with this deck, then say something, use the deck, tell me, please. All the cards are available if you have an account. Anyway, this film was brought to you by Paradox Productions, and I'll see you guys next time.